Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel once again. We're going to bring you up to date on the latest Gamescom 2017 news. So Gamescom 2017 is now less than 2 weeks away, folks. Now, technically, it's bound to start from August 22nd for the press and open to the public from the 23rd through the 26th. However, it's actually going to start 2 days early. And what better way to start things off with Microsoft? Now, here are the games that you've seen at E3 from Microsoft. You saw Forza Motorsport 7. You get to see a bit of Crackdown 3. Saw a little bit of Age of Empires, the Definitive Edition. A gameplay of Sea of Thieves. And the big one here, the new console coming to the Xbox One family called the Xbox One X. Now, as we continue to scroll down, of course I'm using Microsoft Edge just for the complete information. Microsoft has been fairly upfront with its plans for this year's Gamescom, but it hasn't revealed everything, but now we know for certain that there's going to be some surprise announcements. And now with the Xbox One X being revealed, most of the news will be related to the games that will be coming to it. Now, Microsoft had a little bit of a 1 or 2 year hiatus, but they're going to have their first briefing since 2014, 2015, and something like that. And Gamescom 2017 for the Xbox briefing will take place not this Sunday, but coming your way Sunday, August the 20th. And it'll be at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, noon Pacific. And of course, if you live in the UK, that's 8 p.m. Okay? Now, they'll eventually make some announcements, show off some new gameplay, and talk to the developers. But it's also said it's going to host another live event on the following day, on the 21st, at the same time. But it's going to be dedicated to the Age of Empires series by celebrating its 20th anniversary. So it's also going to involve diving into the history of the series, as well as giving some fans a look at the definitive edition of the game, which is going to be a 4K remaster, and it's being developed for Windows 10. So, sorry, correction there. The FanFest takes place August the 22nd. Next up, we're going to be discussing Nintendo. The games that you got to see there were Super Mario Odyssey. Saw Metroid Prime 4, which is now in development for the Switch. Splatoon 2. And the Pokken Tournament DX. Okay. Now, I don't think we're going to see that much from Nintendo at all, and I don't think we're going to see a briefing at all. But I think most of the information was done in E3, so expect them to have a little bit of a quiet Gamescom there. Next up is Sony. Games that you got to see were Shadow of the Colossus, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, God of War, Spider-Man, and the new hardware technology called the PSVR. Of course, PlayStation Virtual Reality. So that's basically what it stands for right here. Now, Sony hasn't had a Gamescom conference since 2014, but according to PlayStation's Jim Ryan, he told the Game Reactor that, in quotation marks, it would be nice to do something bigger in Europe this year. Now, it could mean that Sony may attend Gamescom 2017 for the first time in 3 years. So, apparently, Paris Games Week was, I think it took place last week, or it could be this week. I'm not 100% sure. I don't follow the Paris Games at all. So yeah, no big announcements yet from PlayStation, but there is a slight chance they may end this 3-year drought. And if they do, not sure what time and the date on the briefing for the Sony Gamescom briefing. Next up, we're going to be discussing EA. Here are the games that you saw there. FIFA 18, Star Wars Battlefront 2, which now has a new campaign. Need for Speed Payback, which, by the way, fantastic gameplay at E3. Very, very good. And The Sims Mobile. And more good news coming from EA, folks. It has confirmed that they're going to be hosting a live event, which would mean they're going to do a briefing, on August the 21st at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 a.m. in the Pacific Zone, and of course in the UK, 5:30 p.m. We may be able to expect some new gameplay footage, some live matches, and in quotation marks, surprises too. Now, outside of this, visitors at the show will have a chance to get some hands-on experience with many of their upcoming games, which includes the following, like I already said: Battlefront 2, Need for Speed Payback, FIFA 18, and Battlefield 1's second DLC pack, which is called In the Name of the Tsar. And of course, The Sims 4 has already been confirmed for consoles and on mobile as well, and more of that information coming up soon, as it's bound to launch sometime in November. Next up is Bethesda right here. Games that you saw were The Evil Within 2, Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, Skyrim, that's from the Nintendo Switch, and The Elder Scrolls Online. And I think there's a possibility we may see a Gamescom briefing from Bethesda. Now well, maybe not, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But they're expecting some follow-up announcements, and more than likely a big push for the Dishonored standalone adventure, which is due for release in September. And some Switch-specific features that will be coming to both Skyrim Switch Edition, along with Wolfenstein 2, and The Evil Within 2. And expect some updates on the long-running online offerings from Bethesda, which will be Quake Champions and Elder Scrolls Online. And now Ubisoft. 3 games that you got to see there were Far Cry 5, Assassin's Creed Origins, my favorite. It's coming out October 27th. Definitely doing a walkthrough for that. And Beyond Good and Evil 2. Now, of course, Ubisoft is going to have plenty to update fans about here. And expect some more gameplay footage from Far Cry 5, EC Origins, and Beyond Good and Evil 2. Now, they did recently tease that they may reveal more new games coming from the Nintendo Switch pretty soon. And by the way, there was a teaser trailer video from Ubisoft. They will be at Gamescom 2017. I don't know what date and time, but who knows. And of course, for the rest there, I don't think that will be much more information. But anyway, so that's it. That's the briefings we were talking about. So we know that Xbox will be going, same for EA, and same for Ubisoft. Maybe Bethesda, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Nintendo, my guess is probably going to be a no, and Sony is definitely 50-50 there. I would love to see them go just to get some information. So, I think this will be the first time in 4 years that Gamescom will be bigger and better than the previous 3 years. So, what do you guys think? Are you definitely looking forward to Gamescom 2017? Let me know in the comments section below, and I will post the Ubisoft teaser trailer video from Gamescom in the description box below right there. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's starting in 2 weeks, folks, and so yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Again, this week and next week, it's just going to be absolutely dry. But once Gamescom hits, it's definitely going to pick up, for sure. So that's going to do it, folks. Definitely looking forward to this year. And if you are looking forward to Gamescom 2017, I'll try and keep you updated as best as possible. Oh, and one more thing before I go. Bungie and Activision will be at Gamescom 2017. I hope we see another Destiny 2 reveal stream. If they do, we might see a little bit more of the story and maybe some PvP as well. We'll find out in 2 weeks. Can't wait. So thank you again for watching, everybody. If you are a subscriber, definitely hit the notifications button by hitting that bell just to stay up to date on the latest gameplay content. If you're new to the channel, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, folks. It's definitely free. You don't have to pay anything. Leave down a like and a comment in the video section again, folks, and we'll see you next time for more. Take care, everybody.